Morning, everybody. It is day 2 of our van build. Yesterday was just about ripping everything out, and it was a crazy day yesterday. I think the more we ripped out, the more we realized the build was not what we wanted it to be. It wasn't to the quality standards that we wanted. So, and again, for anyone who doesn't know, we were not as involved in our first build as we would be now. We just didn't have the time. So what it was great. It got us out on the road for a year. But now it's like year 2, we know what we're doing a little bit more, and it's time to really do a redo. Yesterday, though, was crazy because, we thought we were just going to do some renovations, but there was kind of in the back of both of our minds, maybe we're going to kind of start over here. And we are starting over. But the difference is, as opposed to someone who's truly starting from scratch, is we've got a lot of materials already, and we've got, the solar panels already on there and the fantastic fan already. And, we got some stuff in there. And we've got a bunch of friends and resources that can help us. But it's a little bit, for me, it's a little scary. Aubry is really confident with these things, and I think I'm a little bit more of a worrier by nature. And I didn't really grow up building things like a lot of people did, and I'm sad. I always wanted to do that, but I just, it's not something that I was raised with. And so now I'm really learning that I really love building, and it's really fun, but it's really intimidating for me still. So today we're doing all the installation, and we were just doing a lot of research this morning, and I was getting super excited, but it was 80% excited, 20% nervous, because it just feels like a big project. But I know if we just move forward step by step, it's not going to be crazy. But yeah, so it's exciting. We're going to jump into day 2 here. We're going to start by heading to Lowe's. We had kind of a late start because we did some research this morning and are eating a big breakfast. Also, my grandparents live out in the country. I love this land out here. Check out how beautiful this is. We just have the most amazing view this morning.
Hi.
There's the rest of the amazing view right there. How you feeling today, babe?
Feeling really positive.
Excited?
Really awesome. Yeah. The only downside to our situation, our building situation, is that we are... Oh, just the cords. We are 50 minutes away from Lowe's. That's the closest Lowe's to us. I think there's a couple other smaller hardware stores where we can get little pieces of wood if we need to, and screws and things like that. But for our insulation, we are having to drive 45 to 50 minutes. Also, this is what it sounds like, apparently, when you don't have insulation and wood. Man, that drive took forever. Today, while we're here, we need our insulation.
Hold on.
We need... Huh?
Women's calling me. Yo, homie.
Hey!
Popping off the Lowe's.
Yep.
Miss you already?
We miss you too.
No way!
We're one item in, and we badly need a new situation, so I'm gonna go on an adventure to find a better cart. Well, this guy just chats to his friends. I think these are the best we got. Much better. We're thinking we're going to use mostly this foam board here, and we're just gonna cut this to size as many places as we can. And then we're going to get a bunch of this foam insulation. So the spray foam can go around the foam board, which will seal everything, and then we'll cover everything in this Reflectix. Yeah, I think that's the plan. So we have 10 32 square foot foam insulation boards, 3 big rolls of Reflectix, 2 small rolls of Reflectix, and 34 cans of spray foam. Okay, just kidding. We changed our minds. Instead of getting an insane amount of these, we're getting a little bit less of these. This is basically the same thing. It is a little bit better though, and it's also water resistant, which is really nice. And this has twice as much in it, so we have to get less. So I think we're gonna get 17 of these. We need this this thing too. So because of our long drive, we are really trying to stock up. That's kind of our strategy here, is because we don't want to be coming to Lowe's more than once every other day, probably at the most. So we're gonna really try to stock up when we're here, get more than we need, and know that we can always return stuff if we don't use it.
This is a crazy thing we're doing. We just broke apart our perfectly decent home. Like I was just showing the guy at Lowe's pictures, and he was just like, man, like I sure like the build you broke apart, man. That was cool. You're like, you broke that apart? I was like, yep, I did. It's our home.
Yeah.
That we just demolished our home, you know? We just like demolished our home. I don't know. Maybe that's not a big deal to some people, but that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like we did it like it was nothing. Like, yeah, we're gonna do a little work around the house. Boom, boom, boom. Our home is
Suddenly.
gone.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a van. We're not van lifers today. What? There's so many things you don't think about. And some things we show on camera, some things we don't. Now that we've broken it all apart, some of the reasons we are redoing this build, obviously the insulation of it was always a problem, and then also the framing. We didn't really build out the best frame. We built out a good one for the bed. The bed was always super solid, that whole structure. But the roof and the walls were not. So we were just having problems with caving in. We were having leak problems. We were having problems with our electric setup was not what it needed to be. Installation problems. So it was just like these little things where one might have been fine, but over a long period of time, you know, a little bit of leaking turns into a little bit more leaking, turns into a little bit of mold. Huge problem, right?
Huge.
Or like a little bit of airflow of a crack somewhere, you go up to Canada, huge problem. You know? So it's just like, we, you know, I don't know. Whatever.
When we're in Texas, Christian and I like to play this game where we count the amount of trucks just within like viewing distance.
I like this spot because you can see we can see 4 cars, all of which are trucks.
Right.
4, and this is a good view. Same thing.
Yep.
8, there's 4 more. And 11, 12, 15.
15.
16.
We're not in Austin anymore. We're at Christian's grandparents' house in the middle of nowhere, in like middle of nowhere, Texas. And the people are so nice. Every single person that works at that Lowe's store, once we go back in like next week sometime, they'll all know who we are. They'll know us by name. They'll ask us how our insulation went.
I think I had 6 or 7 extended conversations. Not like, where is this? Like talking about life conversations. Like we talked with Mark a long time about his move to Houston and his new position and what he's going to be doing out in the field. We have arrived.
All right, we're back.
All right, we're coming for you, insulation. Let's get the lights out here and try to do all of it tonight.
Yeah, I think we should. We're ready to start insulation, finally. I keep asking Christian to come, you know, do this video with me, but he's having way too much fun.
I'm not having too much fun. I'm ready to go. We need to start cutting now.
All right, let's start cutting. Okay, we are putting this foam board insulation in the window cracks. So I've cut this to size, and we just need to stick it on. There's a little bug trying to live in here. Sorry, dude, this is my home. Come on, please leave. I don't want to smush you.
Right?
Yeah. This is what we're going to do around the edges of each foam board. And then Christian is busy sticking spray foam in all of the little crevices like that. All right, we're almost completely done with one side. 2 layers of foam board with some spray foam in there. So all we have left is this stuff down here.
You're trying to get me to laugh, aren't you? She has the weakest whistle in the world, but she's always so determined with it. So like, I'll catch her in these candid moments where she's like, we're gonna keep it up for the night, at least until the walls are done. We might save the ceiling and the floor for later, but
I don't know, I kind of want to get it all done.
Let's go.
Let's
do
go.
It. Let's go. It's getting darker by the second. So we are setting up the big boys. Isn't that right, babe?
Yes.
That's what we call them, right?
The big boys. Let there be light. Christian refuses to wear gloves. He's getting it literally all over his hands.
I'm just to the point where I can't undo this tape anymore because my fingers are so caked with crap. So I'm just taking forever for each slice of tape. Slice of tape, what the heck's that mean?
Part of me wants to like be a badass and finish the insulation tonight. But that part of me is becoming less and less relevant. Like an hour ago, 100% of me was like sure we were gonna finish, and now 5% of me even wants to.
Well, guys, we didn't get the insulation done tonight. Aubrey wanted to very badly. But we got all the walls done, most of the roof done, a lot done. Aubrey, let me see your beautiful face. Then let's close out this video.
We're closing it out, guys. I don't know what to say. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
We're having fun.
We're having a blast. We really are. What is that noise?
Bugs are around.
Oh.
Since Ari took like a minute and a half to say.
I was about to get there. I literally have tears coming to my eyes.
Guys, we're having a blast. Aubrey doesn't have anything to say. Look at these fingers. It won't focus.
Look at
Or
those fingers.
they'd see how gnarly they are. They're gnarly. I don't know how I'm going to clean them.
Oh.
Anyway, it's time for sleep, video editing, maybe a little playoff basketball watching, and getting away from insulation. I really enjoyed myself, but it's time to go be done with this for the night. And wake up at 7 in the morning and I can't snap with all this stuff on my fingers. Start again. Thanks for watching, guys. New video coming right at you soon. We'll see you later. Bye.